Hello everyone, this is Fine from Tech Gaming Villa. This is the another part of the video about the Samsung QN90C Mini LED, the Samsung S90C and LG C3. The top TV is Samsung QN90C and bottom Samsung S90C and LG C3. If you are new in my channel, then please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications and upcoming videos. I have another channel named Awesome Tech Gaming Pro, where I upload similar kind of tech videos like TV comparison, sound system, home theater, graphics card. You can check and subscribe. LG C3 is an outstanding TV to be blown away by the latest hit games in HDR. You can enable game mode and slightly reduces overall HDR brightness but won't negatively affect your gaming experience. The TV has remarkably low input lag with game mode on, so games feel super responsive. Your inputs almost instantly translate to the on-screen action. This LG C3 can handle all commonly used resolutions like 1440p, 120Hz and 4K 120Hz. It has fantastic reflection handling, and when combined with the TV's satisfactory HDR brightness in game mode, you will enjoy gaming on the LG C3 even during the day. Still, it's certainly better suited to playing in a dark room. The response time is exceptionally low, so no matter how fast the action moves, you won't have any blur or ghosting on LG C3. So the positive side of LG C3 is its near infinite contrast ratio for perfect blacks. It has wide color gamut for HDR content, very low input lag, and LG C3 has impressive gaming features, and all 4 ports are HDMI 2.1 bandwidth. LG C3 has very good peak brightness in HDR and HDR, but the downside is its colors are not as bright as pure white, and TV is a bit dimmer in game mode. You clearly see LG C3 is dimmer than Samsung S90C. On the other hand, Samsung S90C also an outstanding TV for playing HDR titles. Enabling game mode slightly increases overall HDR brightness, making the TV less accurate but making games look bright and punchy. The Samsung S90C TV has remarkably low input lag with game mode on, so games feel super responsive. The TV can handle all commonly used resolutions and officially supports 4K 144Hz. The S90C has fantastic reflection handling and great HDR brightness in game mode, so you will enjoy gaming on this TV even on a bright sunny day. Although like most OLEDs, it truly shines in a dark room. The response time is exceptionally low, so you won't have any blur or ghosting even when playing through the most intense scenes. The Samsung S90C has very amazing color gamut in HDR and incredible bright colors and low input lag. But the downside is it's over brightened in HDR game mode. You clearly see the S90C is brighter. S90C doesn't support DTS pass-through or Dolby Vision, and aggressive ABL can get distracting with large areas of brightness on Samsung S90C. The LG C3 is a fantastic TV for PC gaming, but like all OLEDs, using it as a PC monitor has some caveats. It has a nearly instantaneous response time and incredibly low input lag, so games or your mouse cursor are fluid and responsive with almost no distracting motion blur behind fast-moving objects. Its view angle is amazing, so even if you sit in front of the TV, you won't notice any discoloration or dimming at the edges. It gets bright in HDR and has amazing reflection handling, so it will look great even if your office setup is in a bright room or in front of some windows. Unfortunately, like many TVs, the LG C3 doesn't use a standard RGB sub-pixel layout, so text isn't very clear when used as a PC monitor, and its brightness in HDR is significantly reduced when the TV is set to PC mode or with the 4:4 pass-through option set on. Finally, as with all LEDs, there's a risk of permanent burn-in when exposed to static elements like the UI elements of a computer desktop. On the other hand, Samsung S90C is a fantastic TV for PC gaming. It has a nearly instantaneous response time and incredibly low input lag, so inputs are fluid and responsive with almost no distracting motion blur behind fast-moving objects. Its viewing angle is amazing, so even if you sit in front of the TV, you won't notice any discoloration or dimming at the edges. S90C, as I said, has good peak brightness in HDR and amazing reflection handling, so it will look great even if your office setup is in a bright room or in front of some windows. Unfortunately, S90C TV doesn't use a standard RGB subpixel layout, so text isn't very clear when used as a monitor, and there is a color fringing at the edges of bright windows or images due to the subpixel structure of QD-Oled panels. Finally, as with all OLEDs, there's a risk of permanent burn-in when exposed to static elements like the UI elements of a computer desktop. And if you see the Samsung QN90C is very bright TV. It isn't Samsung's top 4K QLED TV. The more advanced QN95C is in the pole position this cycle. But you would be forgiven for thinking the QN90C is the flagship based on looks alone. Its trim pedestal mount, sleek backside and trim smoked chrome bezel all look polished and professional. On the practical side, the stand's base plate is thin enough to accommodate soundbars and allowed to easily fit the 65-inch model. QN90C is well appointed on the feature point, starting with a 4-pack of high bandwidth HDMI 2.1 inputs. Each port supports advanced features for next-gen gaming consoles and PCs, including VRR and FreeSync Pro to sync the display's frame rate with your source device. 4K video support at 120 Hz, 144 Hz for the smaller models, and auto low latency mode to engage Samsung's gaming hub when you fire up your console. Samsung's gaming interface is among the best available, complete with a separate home screen to adjust settings and engage in console-free cloud gaming from services like Amazon Luna, Nvidia GeForce Now, and Xbox Game Pass. Like most competitors, the TV features an available gaming bar for adjustments on the fly, including the ability to choose from a variety of optimized picture modes. I found the default picture to vivid, but you can adjust settings within the hub or tinker further from the TV's main interface. I have had my issues with Samsung's Tizen operating system in the past, although I have gotten used to it over time. It's not as easy to set up as Roku or Google TV, and some settings are oddly organized. For example, there are two different adaptive brightness features engaged by default in the intelligent and eco panels, which might confuse you if you don't realize they are changing the TV's backlight. The picture settings are also inexplicably spread out between multiple panels across the main settings bar, though you can rearrange them. Another drawback of all Samsung TVs is the lack of support for Dolby Vision, the most prevalent dynamic HDR format, while nearly all rivals support it. Samsung has stubbornly stuck with its own HDR10 Plus format, which offers frame-by-frame adjustment for HDR content like Dolby Vision. That said, the TV will default to the best HDR mode supported, so you may not notice much difference. The QN90C's onboard sound quality better matches its premium aesthetic, rising above the majority of TVs. While it can get a little sharp in the upper mid-range, it's got surprisingly hefty bass response and adept object tracking for a relatively immersive soundstage. I'm pretty picky about sound, so the fact that the TV speakers sufficed for the majority of my testing, even with multiple action flicks, was impressive. I also adore Samsung's 15Z solar-powered remote. It's not backlit, but it's designed to be navigated by touch with pop-up volume and channel keys and other control intuitively arranged. A microphone key at the top calls up Alexa or Samsung's Bixby voice assistant for smart home controls and search. So in this 3 TV, which TV you like most, please write in the comments below. That's it from now.